Seka, it's a 36-year-old man, married with two children, born and raised in Ekonuk Timbabati, but grew up in Tulamahashi. By profession, I'm an industrial engineer who has a diploma in industrial engineering, BTech in industrial engineering, and a BSc honors in industrial engineering. Currently busy with my master's in engineering management with University of Johannesburg. I'm also a qualified or certified Lean Six Sigma with also a change management certification. Pretty much that's who I am. I've worked in 3 different companies, which is Transnet Rail Engineering and ECD Rolling Stock and Metal and Machine. After I got the business back, I decided to start my own business, which is AR Business Consulting and Training Institute. Right now, I'm a managing director for AR Business Consulting and Training Institute. So I think that gives pretty much an overview of who this person is, or who Seka Ngomana is. Yes, the company started in my mind, it started in 2018 when I was doing my last job in the city. But the formal part of the business started in 2019 in March. I still remember that vividly, as if it's like yesterday. When the company started, it was just only me and these big dreams that I had and this illusion that I had that I would want to start this business. Later on, I was joined by one young industrial engineer whom I believe God brought him to me, because we did not even know each other, but he just so much believed in me, and that will make this company grow. Fast forward, in 2020, the company moved from Gauteng to Mpumalanga. In Mpumalanga, we had our very first employees, which we had 5 employees that joined the company and helped the company to grow with the help of Merisita. And that's how the business started. And what ignited the company or inspired AR Business Consulting, it's while I was working in Transnet, I was in the continuous improvement department, which is for industrial engineers. We did a lot of training that sparked me or an interest to be also in training and business development and also project execution. Yeah, business consulting, I think when I needed to give it a name, I wanted something that will give me a motivation. So the A stands for understanding, the R stands for Ironingo, which is my daughter's initials. Because at the moment I had only one child, I needed a push, something that would help me to remember every time to say, you're doing this as a legacy to your children. So hence the name came about, AR Business Consulting and Training Institute. And I did not only want it to be a consulting, because I had a firm interest also in training and project execution using the Lean methodology. So that came in handy. And with my background of so many soft skills, I felt like there's a lot that I can share to young aspiring entrepreneurs, young aspiring corporate people in the career path, and also young people who are hoping to become something in life and start something in life. The move from Gauteng to Mpumalanga, it's when I was doing my market research and my target market in this business, I've seen that with the business model that I'm using, it it will work quite well in Mpumalanga, or my target market was mainly situated in let me rather say sub-provinces, not in the main province, which is Gauteng. Because the services that we're doing, we're rendering services that that helps people who cannot be able to help themselves. Most of the people in Gauteng, they can be able to do some of the things that we're doing. So hence that inspired us moving from Gauteng to say we need to go and cater for those that cannot really do the services for themselves, which is in Mpumalanga and Limpopo province. My journey is quite a very interesting journey. That one, if he went through that, it will really birth the person he's supposed to be in. You know, having been from out of one company to other, mainly sometimes you find that it's because of your own doings that lends you to that part. It really teaches you something, and it helps you to be self-aware of who you are, and it leaves lifelong learning lessons that one can refer to it and build up to it. In 2016, I got to discover myself, or rediscover myself in terms of who I am and what I want out of this life and what my purpose is. And from there, I've never looked back. Every day is a learning curve, and live according to what I want to achieve. This company, our vision is to be one of the leading companies that assist young entrepreneurs, or young people, or young professionals who wants to start their own legacy or their own businesses, who are not planning to be, let me rather use a very controversial word, which is slaves. Yeah, business consulting. Right now, we've got 3 business units in the business. The first one is a business development unit. The second one is a training unit. The third one is project execution. Meaning our services are divided into 3. It is business development, training, and project execution. In business development, that's where we help people start businesses, grow their businesses, empower their businesses, help them even get more sponsors or funding in their business so that they can grow their business or take their businesses from a certain level to another level. In training, we equip people who need knowledge in any field of their own requirements. We train people in IT, we train people in project management, we do training in strategic planning, we do training in development, we do training in technical skills. Vast different type of training that we do, depending on what our clients are looking for, because we are working with different accreditations organizations that has equipped us to be able to render these services. In project execution, we do continuous improvement consultation services, your line balancing, your take time reduction, your strategic planning, your time studies. All that will improve the production line, your waste reduction projects. Those are some of the things that we do as a project execution business unit within our business. But we're not limited to any other services, any requirements that our service comes to the business that they need us to deliver on. We gladly work on that. We are having 4 branches with 2 physical branches. Our main branch is in Tulamahashi, Section B. The other branch or satellite branches in Econo, Dinzolo Village, stand number 1449. The other visual branches are in Joburg and Pretoria. Basically, in all these branches, we've got a total number of employees of less than 30 employees. So I think we're doing something, not more than 32. Being your own boss or being an entrepreneur, it needs somebody who's disciplined. You've got flexibility of time. The time is in your hands. You are able to achieve anything that you want to achieve, other than when you are working for a certain boss. They will give you a certain remuneration, whether you've invested a lot of time to your work or not. Regardless of the time that you've invested, you will still get the same output. But being your own boss or being an entrepreneur, you set your own targets, and once you achieve your targets, you can reset your targets, and your targets are mainly driven by your input. So you get to you get to control everything, and with you controlling everything, the output, it's solely dependent on you. So that is one of the best advantages that makes me want to be an entrepreneur, or that made me choose to be an entrepreneur than an employee, because I can control the narrative. Rather than when you are employed by somebody, you can't really control the narrative. You do what they tell you to do. You don't even have to ask why you're doing what you're doing. But as an entrepreneur, you can ask the why question. In 5 years' time, I see us in being in all these provinces, our 9 provinces. Like I've said, we've already infiltrated 3 provinces. We are in Gauteng, we are in Mpumalanga, we are in Limpopo. In 5 years' time, I see us being in all the 9 provinces in South Africa, and being found in some of our South African or some of our African countries outside South Africa, meaning our neighbors, the Zimbabweans, the Lesothos, the Botswanas, the Mozambicans. That's where I see this company in 5 years, and I see it with an employment rate, or maybe the number of employees. I see it to have improved from date now to at least a number of 500 employees under AR Business Consulting. Was as part of this company, we want to help ease up the unemployment in South Africa, because that's the only way to combat this poverty in South Africa. The first thing that we do, or what we pride ourselves with here in AR Business Consulting, is we deliver a quality, cost-effective services and products to our clients. And our services and products are mainly driven by the user requirement specifications, meaning we don't give our clients what we think they would want. We give our clients what they require from us. So we listen to the voice of the customer a lot, and our clients are always right. And we have a department within the business that deals with the customer complaints, and from time to time hear what our customers are saying about our services and the areas where we can improve. We learn every day. We are not experts. Every idea or complaint that the customers are bringing into the organization, we take that we heard and implement that, because I've mentioned initially that we are a continuous improvement kind of a company that believes in learning, lifelong learning. Every day we reinnovate from what we were doing yesterday. We don't really do services over and over the same way, but we always look at the more innovative way that will resonate with our customers. They must dare to dream. They must definitely dare to dream. That's one thing that I'll give with them. They must not let anybody tell them they cannot do it. Black child, you can do it. I've mentioned where I come from. So if I can do it, it means anybody else can do it. They must believe in themselves and believe in their dreams and plan, do, and not have reasons why certain things are not going to be done. Always tell themselves this will be done, regardless of any help from anybody else. And they must not expect handouts from anybody. They must believe that whatever they want it to be done, they themselves will do it. Those that want to contact us or they want our services or products, they can call me from 064 002 0504. The landline is 013-170-5926. We have our Facebook page, which goes by the name of AR Business Consulting and Training Institute. We also have a website, www.arbusinessconsulting.co.za, and we also found in Instagram, AR Business Consulting and Training Institute. They can call us from those platforms or contact us from those platforms. Tulamanshi, if you are in Tulamanshi or Bushbuckfish, you can get us in Tulamanshi B section. If you are in Ekonuk, you can get us in sort of village, the number 1449. Or if you are in any other provinces, call us from that number 064 002 0504. Thank you.
And then now you can thank those who are watching and then tell them to subscribe.
Thank you for watching, and please stay tuned. There's more to where this is coming from. Subscribe, and subscribe to these